Oh, sorry. Good morning, beloveds. I would tell you that my hair has a mind of its own. And of course, I'm a sweaty mess because I just came from the park. And it was hot, and now I'm sweaty, just damp. So I'm gonna get cold here in a minute. And But I glanced at my time and my pace was really good. Like I ran the first 2 miles at a 4.4 and a 4.48. And then the last mile was kind of hard. I did that one in 16. So, I don't know. It was good. It didn't feel like I was moving that fast. But I was. And so I have class in about an hour. And the squirrels were, I don't know. We didn't have a whole lot of almonds because it was the last of the bag, and they were just shy today. I don't know what was going on. It's just been an odd day. Okay. Let me get my act together. And okay. Yep. Today I okay. All right, I got this. I promise. I got this. Today I meditate upon my divine inheritance. A couple of weeks ago, Jesse said in the service, he said, and I take up my divine inheritance in the temple. And I was just like, and I don't think I quoted that right, but it was really amazing when he said that. And so, but I mean, he's a lifelong Ernest Holmes student. He's been doing this for, if I tell you, he may shoot me. No, he's proud of it. He's been doing this for a long time. So today I meditate upon my divine inheritance. The kingdom of God is at hand. I inherit everything that belongs to this kingdom. The riches and the power and the glory of this kingdom are mine now. I do not rob anyone by entering into the fullness of the kingdom of power, of joy, and of abundance. I recognize that everyone inherits the same kingdom. There is no law of human heredity opposed upon me. Evil has no history. Limitation has no past. That which is opposed to good has no future. The eternal now is filled with perfection. I always have been and always will remain a complete, perfect, and whole expression of the eternal mind, which is God, the living Spirit Almighty. Today, I enter into the limitless variations that the Divine Spirit has projected into my experience. I know that all things are good when rightly used. I perceive that all experience is a play of life upon itself. I enter into the game of living, then with joyful anticipation, with spontaneous enthusiasm, and with the determination to play the game well and enjoy it. Today, I enter into my divine inheritance. I have shaken my thought loose from the belief that external conditions are imposed upon me by birth through inherited tendencies or race belief. I proclaim the freedom of my divine legacy of love, abundance, peace, and joy. I possess the kingdom of good today in all of its fullness. Talk about making a statement. That is Ernest making a statement. The kingdom of God is at hand is a Bible quote. I'm not sure if it's in one of the canonical books or one of the others. I'm not the biblical scholar. And he just straight up claims that I inherit everything that belongs to this kingdom. The riches, the power, the glory of this kingdom are mine. Now, he adds with now, but then he follows it up. I do not rob anyone by entering to the fullness of the kingdom of power, of joy, and of abundance. And he doesn't say because, I'm going to say because I recognize that everyone inherits the same kingdom. We are all children of God, meaning we all have the same inheritance. And there's no limitation. There is no law of human heredity opposed upon me. That right there is a powerful statement when, especially for anybody like me, who looks at our genetics and goes, oh my God, like my grandmother was a diabetic. Well, there is no law of human heredity opposed upon me. I don't have to claim it. Now, do I have to take reasonable steps? And does that mean I can eat junk food? No. But there's no law of human heredity. So as long as I take care of, this vehicle, then I don't have to. So anything that your genetics or somebody has told you, you don't have to. You absolutely do not have to. I like that he says evil has no history and limitation has no past. That's going to bear some thinking about. That is definitely going to bear some thinking about. That which is opposed to good has no future. That's a statement. That is a power statement. That which is opposed to good has no future. Let me repeat that to myself every, 5 seconds right now. The eternal now is filled with perfection. If we can see beyond our perceptions, if we can see with our heart, if we can see with our God center, the eternal now is filled with perfection. I have always been and always will remain a complete, perfect, and whole expression of the eternal mind, which is God, the living Spirit Almighty. It's just power statement after power statement after power statement. Any one of these could become a mantra. The whole thing. I mean, it's kind of a lot. It's like, just today, pick one statement and repeat it to yourself. Write it on your mirror. Look at it every day. Today I enter into the limitless variations that the divine Spirit has projected into my experience. So that's one of his clever ways of saying there's only one, but there's a multitude within that one. That we're all divine expressions from the one. So we don't have to look alike. We don't have to sound alike. We don't have to, dress alike. We don't have to, we can be completely our own weird, unique little, I'm talking about me. I'm definitely a weird little unique. But I'm still part of the one. I know that all things are good when rightly used. I would say that that's one of the cornerstones of our teaching. It's like, if you use the law for good, then you're going to get good. And if you misuse the law, you're going to get that misuse. So I know that all things are good when rightly used. I perceive that all experience is a play of life upon itself. Do we not want to be little children in play? If we look at life as play, as in one of my classmates, Reverend Ann, she started Playhouse, literally Playhouse. That is what she does. That is her ministry. She creates ways for adults to play. Because I think that we forget that. I think that we forget that we can play. And so sometimes we should be as little children and go play and let life be a game. Not a competitive game, but a cooperative game. I know that there can be some baggage around the word game. Okay, so I enter into the game of living then with joyful anticipation, with spontaneous enthusiasm, and with the determination to play the game well and to enjoy it. Jesse said that not so long. We're constantly talking about how we have to do better. And in some of the news footage that I've seen recently, one of the phrases that has come out is we haven't come this far just to come this far. It's time to stop trying to do better and start doing well, in whatever it is, So we haven't come this far to just come this far. And yes, we can do better. And it is time that not only we do better, but we do well. And that's what he's saying here. With a determination to play the game of life, well, and to enjoy it. I mean, what's the point if you're not enjoying it? What have you got to do so that you can enjoy it? I mean, it's not going to be enjoyable 100% of the time, but the more enjoyable we can make it, and because the more enjoyable we make it, the more enjoyable we are, and then it spreads. I mean, that enjoyment is contagious. When you're having a good time, then people around you have a good time, and it spreads out from there. Today, I enter into my divine inheritance. I have shaken my thought loose from the belief that external conditions are imposed upon me by birth. So, yeah, I have shaken my thought loose from the belief that external conditions are imposed upon me by my birth. He's speaking directly to that race consciousness that tells us whatever it is, that we are not good enough based on our culture, our ethnic, our gender, our who we love. It's Pride Month, so we have a race consciousness that tells us all of this stuff, and we have a genetic profile that tells us all of this stuff, and he's saying, no. Ernest didn't believe that, and that man was powerful. So I have shaken my thought loose from the belief that external conditions are imposed upon me by birth. It is up to us to change that race consciousness. And the only way we can change it is within ourselves. So the more and more of us that are willing to say, this is not okay, this is not the way things are, this is the way things are going to be, the more power we're going to have. Okay. Through inherited tendencies imposed upon me. Yep. I have shaken loose my thought from the belief that external conditions are imposed upon me by my birth through inherited tendencies or race belief. Yep. All right. I got ahead of myself. I proclaim the freedom of my divine legacy of love, abundance, peace, and joy. I possess the kingdom of good today in all its fullness. All right. Your mission, should you choose to accept it today, is to proclaim your freedom. Proclaim the freedom of your divine legacy of love, abundance, peace, and joy, that you possess the kingdom of good today in all of its fullness. And if I claim it for me, I claim it for everybody. Okay. That is Ernest Holmes. That is a power-packed pick a mantra day, June 6th. I'm really, really loving this book. And I'm glad that I pulled it off my bookshelf January 1st and went, let's try this. And I'm glad that I had the inspiration to share it, because by doing these live streams, I'm really having to dig into it. So thanks for playing along. And, well, my stomach is about to to eat my backbone. So I am going to go and get ready for class and get something into my stomach because, 3 miles is a long way. And I encourage you to do something kind for yourself, something loving for yourself, something compassionate for yourself, whatever that looks like to you. Make sure that you get something, do something today. Open your windows, step out your front door, get some fresh air, turn on some music, get your groove on, dance, run, walk. Whatever it looks like to you, and whatever it takes to make a fantastic day. And I can't let go. I possess the kingdom of good today in all of its fullness. So, we possess the kingdom of good today in all of its fullness. So go possess your kingdom. All right, beloveds. Reverend David will be on sometime later around 5, and we will have the live stream for you tomorrow at 11. I think we're going to have Brian back with us. I'm not sure. But, and I'll be back at 9 tomorrow. All right, beloveds. Have a fantastic day. Go claim your kingdom.